We got the phenomenal AJ Styles, bro. This your pick, over or under?
AJ Styles, man. Now, AJ Styles to me is one of those guys that when you watched him, if you were able to watch him early TNA days, he was one of those standouts. And it wasn't like he was that flashy then. Like he was just good in the ring. He was just a young guy that learned how to really work inside the ring. And then he developed his own kind of little style. Yeah, it was high flying, but yet his attack, the way he uses his forearms, some of the move sets that he did, like the more the time went, the more he evolved. And once he really got, cemented into TNA, especially during that their championship run days of him and Ron Killings and Jeff Jarrett and all those guys, AJ Styles was that up and coming talent that everybody wanted to see. He was that fan favorite. He was that dude that, came out to tried to give the people the most phenomenal match that he could give them. Now, as time moved forward and TNA picks up, yeah, man, I think he should. I think he was definitely the face of the company. He was definitely that guy. AJ on TNA, as Clive says, he missed AJ on TNA. AJ on TNA, man, was something different, man. That dude battled everybody, and him and Christopher Daniels, him and Samoa Joe, him and Petey Williams, and dude, he's fought like a lot of guys, Jerry Flynn and a lot of other guys, and he's had great matches, phenomenal matches. And then when you think of the people that came over, uh, the Kurt Angles, the Christian Cage, the Stings, the Booker T, all those when some of those guys started showing up, and TNA
Yeah.
was really developing and really becoming that second brand. Man, AJ Styles was on the forefront. Even with all those names, he was still one of the top guys. Like anytime AJ Styles come out and he's in his little stands and then he rips that hood off and the crowd just goes crazy. And it
Got
was
the
on,
little
TNA.
gloves.
Right, TNA, it was only, TNA was always held at a film studio, so it only held maybe 300 to 500 people. But them 300 to 500 people always made it seem like it was thousands of people. And
Yeah.
when the guy came out, man, I mean, dude, he's won every belt in that company. He won the X Division Championship. He won the tag team titles. He won the TNA or Impact Championship. And he won the other little title that they made that they gave Booker T was the
Oh,
Legends
the
Champion.
yeah, the Legend Championship.
He's
I forgot
won.
about
Right. He's won all those matches. He's won King of the Mountain. He's won the X Division. He's the Ultimate X match. He's won. Like this dude has had epic battles, storylines, and he was definitely the face of a company that had a really really great run. Um, and then he left that company, and then he went overseas. And then once he went overseas, it cemented what he has done in TNA. It has cemented
it.
what he was when he left. Like he was AJ Styles. He was the phenomenal one. He was that dude that can go in the ring and have a match with anybody. He can do high flying. He can do wrestling. He can do submissions. He can do whatever it is you wanted him to do. He could do that. Was AJ the best on the mic? I will say AJ's mic work was mid. It was mid, a midpoint one. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It could have been better, but it
Right.
wasn't bad. It was serviceable, man. I won't sit here and tell you AJ's promo. Sometimes maybe when he was a heel, it was a little better, but uh, but it was what it was. But he went on to New Japan to have awesome matches there and to form, to be the leader of the Bullet Club and to get his name more internationally recognized. And he did that. He did that to the point where WWE called that man in and brought him into the Royal Rumble. And Clive says he doesn't like WWE AJ, but to me AJ's WWE run, I actually don't have a problem with his WWE run because he came in and he had a WrestleMania match with Chris Jericho, and
Yeah.
then not too long after that, the man was WWE champion. I mean,
Yeah.
shit. I mean, I'm not really sure what to really expect. I mean, the man came in and showed Vince McMahon that he is everything, every bit of what he thought he wasn't. I do it.
Yeah.
I'm every bit of. I'm everything. You don't think I'm this? I'm that and more. And he proved that to me. He went. He might have been watered down a little bit after a few years after he's been in there and he's won, towards the Intercontinental or United States or tag team runs. He might have been a little, when he wasn't doing nothing or when they didn't need him to do something big. But when AJ first got in there, man, him and Shane, like, dude,
Hmm.
the ass whooping he gave Shane,
Yeah.
bruh,
Yeah.
bruh, that ass whooping was magnificent. It was a phenomenal beatdown. Shane sold the hell out of that ass whooping in that backstage. And the match that they had at WrestleMania, it was an awesome match. AJ Styles can make anybody look good. AJ Styles can come in and have a program with whoever you need him to have a program with, and it will be damn near, if not 5 star, 4 star. Now, has everything been perfect? No, but I don't blame him for that. When we got Shinsuke Nakamura, we thought Shinsuke would win, but Shinsuke didn't win. And then we saw what happened with that. Then when we got Samoa Joe, we thought we were gonna get something, and then we saw what happened with that. So, but
Right.
that wasn't so much on him. That was more on the booking of what they wanted to do. But I man, overall, just as somebody who was young, who had to kind of really learn the business and learned it, picked it up quick, and evolved each year to become truly his namesake, the phenomenal. I mean, I can't even say he was underrated, and I can't say he's underappreciated, man. I feel like we got to put people in their proper place,
Yeah.
and I feel like AJ was just right. He's just right where he's at, man. The dude is as advertised. He is the phenomenal AJ Styles.
No, absolutely, and I think you might have read it already. But Clive was talking about his awards back with the best. I mean, when you had AJ Styles and Christopher
Oh yeah,
Daniels,
yeah, yeah.
say AJ Styles and Christopher, like that was dope. AJ Styles and Kurt Angle, he said Styles and Joe, like it was so many great moments, and just to see
Dude,
the progression of
the
AJ
triple threats,
Styles,
the triple threats that Joe and Daniels and AJ Styles
yeah,
used to have. My
yeah,
God, man, was those
yeah,
epic? Oh,
and,
they
and
were epic.
And the fact that he comes from the era of like the original era of TNA, right? The six-sided ring, like that's when TNA really was giving WWE a run for their money. So to see him go from being the face of that company to now at one point in time, like you said, for his first 2 years in WWE, he was the face of WWE because literally any big storyline that they needed outside of Roman Reigns, John Cena, and Brock Lesnar, it featured AJ
Mhm.
Styles. When AJ Styles was on SmackDown, he literally ran SmackDown. When they got rid of
Yeah,
him and sent him away and brought him back to SmackDown, he ran that shit. He became synonymous with SmackDown. So no, I agree 100%. I don't think he's overrated or underrated. I feel like he's right where he belongs. And it's crazy. They go to show how great he is because his mic work is a lot less than great. But Earl hit it right on the head. It's
it's
acceptable.
acceptable. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely. It's acceptable. He, like I said, right now it's acceptable, but early TNA days, man, it was kind of shoddy. AJ had his moments in them early days, but um, he's definitely gotten better over time. So yeah, like now it's like just AJ come out, you gonna listen to what he got to say because somebody about to get them hands real quick, and he about to deliver a phenomenal form to somebody, but. Yeah, man. No, this dude he's that dude, man. He's that dude. Like how we look at Brian Danielson and people like that just really truly take to this craft and what it means.